All right, hey, well, good morning. I really apologize about yesterday's video and how terrible that audio was. The potato quality sound, no bueno. And also I misspelled potato on the first little text graphic I put up, so I'm sorry. Anyway, hey, thank you for joining me. And what are we going to do today? Well, I'm going to take you on a high-speed run. So we're going to go out to a local casino that we have. I'm going to pull off through there, and then I'm going to have the car take me home back via Highway 20. So it's going to have some high-speed merging, some high-speed roundabouts, and because this is not a interstate, it's a state route, autopilot won't be involved. It'll be all FSD the entire time. So we're going to do some high-speed FSD testing from a local casino of ours back home. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for putting up with that terrible audio yesterday. I hope it's much better today. I've been playing with everything. And let's just go have a good time with FSD 10.69.1.1. And the reason why we're trying to get all these done, I think I got another update coming soon, which will be 10.69.2. So we got to get some stuff done so we can compare it against what's coming. So let's get this over with. Okay, folks, here we are at the Swinomish Casino and Lodge. We're actually at the Chevron station where you can get cheap gas. And we are preparing to head home. So car is in drive and navigation has been entered. Let's see how it does. Again, this is going to be a high-speed run, and the car says I can engage FSD. So FSD is engaged, and the car is now in control. Again, hopefully this audio is much better today. And for those of you that suffered through it yesterday, I really appreciate it. Okay, we're approaching a roundabout. We got a car behind us, car coming through the roundabout, and we are heading through. All right, so we are going to first have to navigate a roundabout, and that was a little herky-jerky, but the car made it. We've got somebody behind us, so I'm sure they're wondering what the hell. So we're going to come up here. The first challenge the car is going to face, excuse me, I'm a little bit out of breath, is a left-hand turn. So there's a two-way stop here. One direction traffic doesn't have to stop. We'll make a left, and then we'll immediately have to get lined up to make a right-hand turn onto a high-speed state route. So the speeds on this are typically between 55 and 65, and we'll have to merge right. So here we go. Our first turn is going to be a left. Got a truck approaching from the left and turning, and the car is swung a little wide, but then made its turn. Good. Okay. So that was a little awkward, but it managed. And I hope my suction cup holds up for this whole trip here. It fell off on the way out here. Okay, we're going to wait for this van to go. Car's creeping up, and I am watching on oncoming traffic from the left hand side, and the car is approaching our stop here. We've got oncoming traffic, and the car's thinking about it, but it's stopped. It's waiting. I've got one other vehicle approaching. It got into the left hand lane, and now the car is going to go. Okay, not bad. I wish it would get after it a little bit more. Come on, accelerate, baby. Accelerate, accelerate. Okay, not too bad. All right, hey, so far so good. It managed that. Next little challenge is going to be to see if it manages to get through the stoplights and stop signs. Okay, it should. We've got two stoplights, three stoplights, I think, as we approach our high-speed roundabout. The same roundabout we went through yesterday, only this time we're going to let the car complete its route. So I'm going to let it just go how it wants to go to get where we're going. So as you can see so far, very good. Let's go ahead and pull this all the way out for you. One of the other hardest parts of this drive, it's a little nerve-wracking. Besides getting a good good audio and a good camera angle is I don't get to listen to the radio. So I'm really giving you guys a lot here, right? This is a sacrifice. So we're approaching here. We're going to go and dial down our speed just a touch. We're approaching a slower moving vehicle in the right-hand lane. The car is going to want to get in the left-hand lane, so we're going to see what it does here as we approach. Oh, good. Signals early to get over. And it says changing lanes to follow route. I don't know how many of you saw the press release. Oh, a little phantom braking as we approach that green light, but not terrible. The press release Electrify America put out today. So few kind of things of note if you haven't heard. They are going to start better labeling their chargers. So they'll have a blue CHAdeMO sticker for 50 kilowatt charging for like the Leaf and whatnot. And then they'll have, I got to remember this now, ultra fast charging. Okay, we're pinching our brakes and slowing down as we approach this, and I wish the car hadn't done that. But I think it was a little confused. You'll have ultra fast charging, and that sticker will be kind of a yellowish, greenish teal now, and those will have 2 lightning bolts on them, and that will be for up to 150 kilowatt DC fast charging. And then they will have hyper charging, hyper fast charging, which will be a more greenish kind of color sticker. Now the car shouldn't be getting over in this other lane. That's not a good move on its part, but it thinks it's going around this traffic. So we're going to let it creep up here and see what it does. But this lane is not for going all the way around. It is only a bypass lane, and we shouldn't be stopping here. So I'm going to take over. The car got confused on its nav, and I'm going to put it back in where it belongs, and I'm going to re-engage it. And we're going to let it drive us into where it thinks it needs to go. All right, that was a very awkward roundabout. But you know what? It completed it, so here we go. We have another roundabout up here it's going to have to try and get through. So what was I saying? Yes, so Electrify America, relabeling or better labeling their charging stations is one thing they've announced. So you'll have bluish CHAdeMO, 1 lightning bolt on the sticker for 50 kilowatt. You'll have a yellowish teal ultra charging sticker with 2 lightning bolts for 150 kilowatt. And then you'll have hyper charging with a greenish color sticker and 3 lightning bolts. Okay, so we're approaching slowly to this roundabout. I don't like how slow it's going. Blinker on. It's yielding much too much. Yeah, and we got honked at, so we're gonna go through. I gave it a little juice there. I had to give it a little bit of gas, and I'm giving a little bit of gas here to intervene with that. So it didn't do a very elegant job going through that roundabout. I didn't have to disengage it, but I did have to goose the throttle to get it to go. And we got honked at by a guy in a truck. So that's the first thing Electrify America announced, is labeling of their charging is going to be updated. They're also going to start doing what's known as load balancing on their 350 kilowatt chargers. So on the hyper fast charging, the newest chargers that they're installing, not the current ones installed, but the ones they're installing now, will be able to balance between 2 cars. So they'll have 2 handles on them, or 2 cords, and likely be like an A and a B type of setup. So if one car is connected to the A charger and it's charging at 100 kilowatts, if that's what the car is asking for to charge, well, that charger still has 250 kilowatts left over that it can spare. So if another car comes and connects, that car would get the spare 250. And as those cars' requirements change, the charger would dynamically shift. Okay, that was nice. Car got over in this left-hand lane. No blinker yet. There's my blinker. And we're slowing down to an appropriate speed and making a nice right-hand turn. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I will take that any day. So load balancing is the other thing they announced with their EA stations as they build them out and put in new chargers. That's what we're going to have is on the 350s, this load balancing capability, which is great, right? It'll get people in and out faster. You want smart infrastructure, so that's a great thing. And then lastly, it sounds like they are going to be expanding their network up to, I think they want to have 1,800 stations by 2026 with 10,000 chargers available across North America. So that's Electrify America and Electrify Canada. So much more of a build out, especially in the north. You'll see through Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas, there's nothing right now, and that's where they plan on building, as well as along the Canadian highway there that runs east to west up north, just across the border. So very cool. So better labeling at EA, hopefully more clear understanding of where you're going. Better stations will increase our speed just a little bit. We're going to go up here. I'm going to take you up through the intersection I had a hard time with on my last video, and then we'll go ahead and end this. We'll see if the car learned anything from that last bout, but then we'll end this video because it's getting kind of long. And then expanding out to 10,000 chargers by 2026 with 1,800 stations, with hopefully solar canopies, battery load balancing. Oh, this is interesting. We got a truck in our way. The car's slowing down. Wonderful. Good job. And it's going to, I'm going to take over here because I don't think it was going to give him the room he needed. But it did start to slow down, and it would have stopped. I just don't know how close it would have stopped to him. And we didn't want to screw up his backing up. We're going to re-engage FSD, and the car took back over from a stop. Hey, cool. I'm glad you got to see that. So we'll see if the car learned anything from the last time, then we'll end this video. Again, appreciate you joining me. Please like and subscribe. And I'm hoping to, as always, improve. So the more subscribers I get, the better able I am to, justify some of the expense of doing things. I want to purchase a adapter and do an unboxing so that I can charge at any station. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. It's a Tesla adapter, so I can go CCS to Tesla. Okay, here we come to this funky intersection. Don't need a blinker. Car blinkered anyway. And nope, didn't learn from the last time. Okay, I took over there. So why don't we end the video with that? Hey, thank you so much for joining me, and we will check you in the next video. EV6, very cool. Oh man, I hope I don't get copyright striked for that. I lied. I brought you back just for a minute. Wanted to see that cool rig we just passed, and car has still been an FSD. We haven't gone too far, but I haven't had any interventions yet. Great drive so far. I'll check in one more time before we get home, and I'll let you know if I have to intervene. Actually, I'll let you ride along here because we have a left-hand turn coming up. So let's see. Last time it managed this pretty well. Let's see how it does this go around. All right, here we go. We're approaching our left-hand turn. We've actually got oncoming traffic this time, so that's kind of cool. Good blinker use. Pinching our brakes and slowing down. What's the car going to do? Is it going to try? Well, we're going to goose it through. And yeah, I had to goose it through that, and then I took over because it was coming through that corner. So, yep, still learning. Still needs to get a little better. I don't know if it was going to turn in front of that truck. I don't think it was, but the wheels were cocked like it was thinking about it, and I didn't want it to upset that driver in front of me, because I would have been a little bit concerned if I was him. So I decided to go for it. Car executed fine. It did that corner. I just had to goose the gas pedal, and then I just wanted to make sure we didn't hit the guardrail. It was managing it pretty well, but again, it's a expensive car, and I don't want to take a chance for a YouTube video. I'm sure I'd get lots of likes, but my wife probably wouldn't be too thrilled with me, nor my insurance company, nor my bank. So we're going to keep it safe while we do these. Again, just appreciate all of you joining me. Again, sorry about the sound yesterday. Hopefully it's much better today. And I'm going to go edit this together, slap it up out there for you all to hopefully enjoy and check out, and then watch some Starship testing. They're testing SN24 today on the pad out in Texas. So Very cool. Hope to make a video of a road trip out there next year to check out Starbase. And like I said, hoping to do some CCS adapter testing. If that's something interesting to you, please let me know and please subscribe. And tomorrow I am going over to Oak Harbor. Oh, good job, car. Very nicely done. I'm going over to Oak Harbor to get my brand new bivalent booster shot before school starts. So I'm going to do a video of the drive to Oak Harbor. So if you really want to watch how the car does, I'm going to do how many interventions door to door. So we'll start it at my house and let it take us all the way into Oak Harbor, which is about a 20 or 25 mile drive, something like that. So you'll see how it does there if you want to join me for that tomorrow. That's the plan. I'll probably post it tomorrow night or Saturday morning. And here we go through this last little corner. Again, blinker. We don't need a blinker car. Good speed. Very nicely done. Wow. I'm just getting more and more impressed with this 69.1.1 build every day. The drive you saw, pretty damn good. I think it would have managed that roundabout just fine if it had good data, but they did a traffic revision there, and the maps haven't been updated to show, because both of those lanes used to be available to go up Highway 20 spur, but they changed it not too long ago, and so that confuses the car. So that's an instance where the map and the vision don't meet, and the car was using its vision and or it was using the map data, and the map data was wrong. All right, so here we are, ending at the stop sign of my house, making a right-hand turn to head into our development. Thank you again for joining me. I really, really appreciate all of you that subscribed, and I hope I get some more, because I will just continue to make cool content for you. Have a wonderful day.